Hello everybody and welcome to FTB Skies. So off camera, I did just do a bunch of crafting and whatnot, and I think we got everything we need here to get our power system set up. I hope so, at least. I think I got everything here. So we've got the gas burning generator, and we can look at the recipes here for this stuff. Really not very difficult. That's probably the most complicated thing. Well, this one's actually the more complicated because you need to make an enrichment chamber, which actually isn't that bad. You need to make a dynamic tank, and then you need to make the basic chemical tanks, which are not really too expensive. And then, of course, the gas burning generator. Those are the main components that you need here. Of course, you need the crusher as well, and I've got a crusher there. We've already looked at that one. I added a diamond block over here because there's an event where a fairy will come and possibly convert this over to budding amethyst, which we can upgrade our meshes with, which will give us a few extra resources. I also made this phytogenic insulator, and this basically just grows stuff. You can grow all kinds of stuff in here, including trees. I was running a little short of wood, so right now I'm trying to get some wheat because we want to get some leather for a backpack. Actually, we're not going to wear the backpack. It's going to be for our mob farm, but we'll get to that next episode. So this episode, I want to lay out the. By the way, get rid of that. By the way, I did fix the issue with our factory here. I just added a few more energy upgrades to it, and it's already plowed through all that stuff. So, and I added a couple more. I maxed out the energy upgrades to it, and I maxed out, and I added another speed upgrade to it. But as you can see, it's gone through everything here. So, yeah, we're everything's going into our system here. I added some willow trees, I added some mahogany trees, and I got a little section for the oak trees. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this phytogenic insulator, probably down here in the logistics area, and maybe do 2 or 3 of them here and hook them up to the system for those pieces of wood, or for those woods, different wood types that we can get. Okay, so we need to get rid of these just temporarily. We're actually going to need these to kind of jumpstart the system, but for right now, we don't need it. I didn't show you the energy cube. I've got an elite energy cube. Let's take a look at that. I just kind of want to show you the crafting of them so you get an idea of kind of what we're dealing with here. And these aren't really that bad either. I mean, this is the basic. They all have this little energy tablet, which is just that little setup there. Nothing major. So that's the basic, and then the advanced. Now the basic will hold 1.6 million. The advanced holds 6.4 million. And again, you use the basic, and then the energy tablets again, and then. I brought it up to the elite, which will hold 25 million 0.6 Fe forge energy, and this takes the reinforced alloy, which is just the regular alloy with diamond dust. So yeah, it takes 2 diamond dust per 1 infused alloy to make 1 reinforced alloy. But if you run the diamond through the enrichment chamber, it takes a little bit less. So, or you get more. If you run it through the enrichment chamber, you get more than just the 2. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the ratio is, but it's a little bit more efficient. Okay, so the energy cube needs to go right here, actually. And let's see, what do we got this set on? Okay, that's the top. Output is... No, we want the output in the back. The back. So there, and then... guess we'll make that input on the front. Okay. Now we're going to need a Yep, I wonder if I can reach it in here. Oh, yeah, I sure can. Did I bring my... I brought everything but the wrench. This phytogenic insulator, by the way, is really good. The way it works is you just put your whatever it is, your sapling seeds, whatever, and then I don't know if it's required or not, but you can put some sort of fertilizer there. I had a little bit of Phytogrow from a Quest Reward, but you just throw bone. It'll work with bone meal as well. We got plenty of that. I don't know how Phytogrow takes niter, and I don't know how to get niter in this pack. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I looked it up and I didn't see any way of generating it. So yeah, I don't think we can make the Phytogrow, which is actually a really nice fertilizer. Okay, where did I put it? There it is. Now this should be fairly straightforward to set up if I can remember how to do it. The thing about mechanism is it isn't difficult. It's fairly straightforward, but it's like it's a little confusing on like setting your inputs and outputs. That's where, at least where I get confused a lot of the time, is doing inputs and outputs on it. It's a little confusing for me. Okay, so let's do the pedestal first. I'm going to need like a little, well, I'm not very prepared here. I mean, I got everything, but I do need like a little block to put the pedestal on. You just can't. A piece of cobble. Here, pulverized cobblestone. Yeah, now we're getting pretty close to sort of the what do you want to call it? The getting the introduction of the mod pack out of the way. Believe it or not, all of this has been sort of like necessary steps to really get us to the point where we can actually start working on the mod pack. Believe it or not, we haven't really actually started on the mod pack proper itself in a way. I mean, we have, obviously. We've been doing stuff that's quest related and whatnot. Yeah, there's our moss. But as far as getting into like the meat of it, which is down here, right? The overpowered stuff. That's the meat. That's where we're headed. That's where we want to be. And it's believe it or not, this is all just like preliminary stuff getting to that point. So it's kind of funny. Okay, so we need the crusher. Let's put it. I need a little space. Yeah, we've got plenty of room here. Let's put it there. And let's see. Okay, this goes on top like so. And that's going to go there. And then we're going to link the two. There we go. All right. And that's already going in there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so the next thing is... I should have enough room. We need the PRC, pressurized reaction chamber. I want to give myself enough space here. Let's do that. And then the gas burning generator needs to go across from that. I want to give myself enough space here so that we can add a second gas burner generator. This setup will actually work with two of them. Now, this will take input on all the sides except the output. It's right there. There's only one place you can output this. So we're going to go that. Nope, not that. And then we need to do that. And we need to add a... There. So, okay. Yeah, we don't need to do any setup there. Okay, so with that, and then we need the electrolytic separator, and we need a space between those two, so we'll put it there. I should have put this out just a little bit more, I think, and we need to sink in between these two. Actually, you know what? I only need one space between them. Let's move it over a little bit. Yeah, like that. We can put the sink, we'll put the sink there, and then we need to hook this up to the water. Like so. Both of these require water. And I don't think we need to upgrade these any. Okay, that's already getting water, and that's getting water. Okay, good. Now, I want to, before I do the pipes on this, I want to hook up the wires underneath, the power for it. And let's see. This is why I had the little logistic area here. Oh, I'm running out of I'll have to make some more of the power cables. It didn't quite have enough. Hopefully I've got everything for it. That should do it. Now this will be self-sustaining. The generator will, the gas power generator will produce enough power for the whole system. Okay, but we're going to have to kind of jump start it here. There we go. And let's see, probably do like that. I don't know if I need 3 of them, but okay, I'm not going to get those going just yet. Okay, so we're going to need a well, let's do this first. So this is going to generate biofuel. That needs to go into the PRC. So that's an item pipe. Like so. And let's see, let's check our outputs. Auto eject is on. Let's see, we want output on that. Energy on the bottom. Okay, so this will be a gas. The electrolytic separator takes water and separates it into hydrogen and oxygen, because water is H2O. So what we're going to do here is we're going to dump the excess oxygen, because we don't want that. We just want the hydrogen. Oh, darn it. I forgot this ritual. Now, let's see. Auto eject on, and we want gases. Output 2, we want output 1. Actually, let's just say none. And we want output 1, which is this guy right here. This is 1, this is 2. I do believe, if I've got that right. There. Okay. And then here, Okay, so this will be, so hydrogen will come in here. Oh, you know what we need? This actually produces a byproduct called, what's it called? Oh, I forget the name of it. We'll see it here in a minute. Let's put a void in there. Yeah, it produces a byproduct that we can't use right now, but we are going to use it later. So we're going to put it in a drawer, and we'll save it for later. Okay, so gases, we want, let's see, we want input on the left and output on the front. I think that's right. Oh, and then output on the top. Now, I think that's set up right. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not very good at getting these things set up right. It's just well, the crusher's working, so that's good. Crusher's working. Okay, but we're not getting anything. Oh, wait a minute. I probably didn't set this, did I? Input. There we go. Hydrogen. Ethylene. Okay, so output should be the front. Let's see. Gases. Output blue front. Oh, duh, I don't have it set. There we go. And we are generating power. Yay, yay. Did I upgrade that? Yeah, I did. And I upgraded this one too, right? There we go. Perfect. Now this will fill this up, and we'll get, as you can see, it's starting to fill up really nicely. Let's check to make sure we got power over here. Yep, we do. That's working. And this catching up. Now we should be able to fully upgrade that. I think I've got the energy maxed out on it, but we can do the speed. I don't think I have the speed maxed out quite yet. Now we can get rid of these. Do not need these anymore. I need to check that electrolyte separator. Make sure it's got enough. Make sure it's working all right. Yep, oxygen. Yeah, that'll dump. Once it reaches max amount, that'll dump. Yeah, there we go. We're all set. It's building up. Now the optimum burn rate for this is this line right here, right? So we're going to go over that because we're not going to be able to use all of this energy. But this middle line here is the optimal burn rate for a gas burning generator. So like I said, we'll be able to hook up 2 of these just off the system. And if we, what is this called again? Substrate. Yeah, substrate. Yeah, if we put in upgrades for these, then we could actually probably run, I think, as many as 3 of them. See, that thing's filling up like crazy. So, all right, let's see if we can, that went really well. I'm surprised. I'm a little surprised, to be honest. I'm going to throw all this stuff in there. There. Oh, eggs go in there. That goes in there. Now, see, I've got the speed upgrades there. I don't know if I have this stuff for it, though. I don't know how many I can only make one. Actually, though, I mean, honestly, it's chunking through the whole thing, so it's not like we're having an issue with the speed now. So, yeah, it's a little quicker. But, yeah, I mean, all of those barrels are empty. I mean, it's just shoving stuff into those. All of these barrels are empty. It's shoving everything into the drawer. Yeah, now eventually what we're going to do is I'm going to put this in a compact machine. And all of this, and we won't use a water wheel like this. We're going to use a steam engine, and we'll be able to double up on all this. So, yeah. But we don't really need it right now. Our resource usage isn't that great. Oh, I did find out that I forgot the tin, so I had to add that drawer for the tin. And I'm going to go ahead and fill out the rest of these drawers here and put them over. We've got a few here. I've got some wood down here that I put. We can put some more up there. I think we can put them over on this side and hook them up. I do believe that'll work. Not 100% sure on that, but if not, we'll just go vertically. Because we're gonna do refined storage, and that's gonna be like, I've been thinking about how to do the layout on this and how I want to do it. The first time I played this, I built like little buildings kind of around, and it really turned out really nice, and they look good. I like the way it turned out, but I'm kind of wanting to kind of do an open sort of format this time. When I say open, I mean like this is open. See how it's open here, and we just got everything just kind of laid out in different little areas. That's kind of what I wanted to do, but we'll have specific areas for like Botania. I'm going to put the mob farm over here, by the way. That's what we're going to do next episode. And in between episodes, what I'm going to do is get all the pieces together for that. We have mob grinding utilities in here. So this is basically what all the different things we need. Now we need this cursed chicken feed, and I think we got everything in, except for, just the essence bucket, which is basically just XP, liquid XP. And we can actually get that through an XP obelisk, and I think I probably can actually make that. Oh, I need a bottle. Okay. I should have some glass in there. There we go. Now, this thing, where should I put it? Let's put it over here for right now. This thing right here, you can store your XP or you can retrieve it. So if we store it, I've got 28 levels in there. And if we grab some buckets, I think I have some. No, I don't have. I got another Starbunker wheel, though. That's kind of nice. Okay, I got 2 buckets there. Gonna need 4 of them. There we go. And basically, we can just bucket the XP out of there. Like so. Super simple. And actually, we can make that. We can make this cursed. And then what you do with this cursed food is you give it to the chicken. Sorry, chicken. And you get a rotten egg. And this rotten egg is what we're going to use to... it creates a 5x5 area, dreadful dirt. Use it on grass or dirt. We'll put it on some dirt. And it basically generates mobs. And you can turn it off and on with light. So, yeah, you can always turn it off if you don't want to mess with it. And I'm going to put it right over here, I think. Yeah, so it'll be just a little box, basically. It's all it's really going to be. 5x5. And the reason that we need the mob farm is we need the ender pearls, because the next step in this sort of, laying the foundation for what we're going to be doing later, we need to get started in this Flux Networks, which gives us wireless power, basically. And it works across dimension as well. But you need ender pearls for it. So, like, for example, the thing we're going to have to make the flux controller that actually gives you the wireless charging, the flux controller. But if you look at the flux core, it requires Eye of Ender, and of course we need ender pearls for those. So that's going to be the big thing. The other big thing on this is the actual flux itself. You have to use obsidian dust in order to do it. And the way you get obsidian dust is through an enrichment chamber. So I'm going to have to generate some obsidian. We've got 46, so I'm going to take half of it. And we throw it into the enrichment chamber. This will give us the obsidian dust. And then once we have that, we have to run it through the metallurgic infuser with redstone. And that gives us the flux dust. So so we got redstone and the obsidian dust, and it gives us the flux dust. Now we can make obsidian, obviously, through our washer over there, but we can also do it via, which is a better solution, which is a more permanent solution. It's the let's see, what is it? I forget what it's called. Not the magma crucible, but we are going to need this. This will generate lava. And what you do is you just you set up a pedestal. If you put nether brick down on the bottom, it will generate netherrack, and then you can pipe that netherrack into the magma crucible to get lava, and that'll generate the lava. Let's see. We need. Oh, you know what? I think. Did they take that out? I think it's. Yeah, that's right. They did. They took it out, right? I think we have to use the blast chiller now, which requires snowballs, which we can get. We can get snowballs using a pure daisy, actually. Pure daisy and water. It doesn't show it here. So we're definitely going to have to get into some botania. Will it show it? I don't know if it's going to show it or not. Yeah, you can make it with. You can make snow with a pure daisy. Basically, it has to be a floating pure daisy. But you make a floating pure daisy, and then like right here. So. Yeah, so you're floating pure daisy, and you can get. That's how you make the floating light gray flower. Just combine that with the pure daisy, and you get a floating. And you put water around the pure daisy, and it'll change it into snow, or ice. I can't remember which one it is. Actually, though, if we go to cyclic. Let's see, cyclic has a, what's it called? Actually, let's look at obsidian. We're going to need basically a way of generating obsidian. Oh yeah, we can actually do it that way as well. I forgot about that. Once we get refined storage set up, we can actually automate this process as well, because we get blaze rods in there. But cyclic also has a way of doing it. It's called a solidification chamber. There we go, solidification chamber. Actually, I think this is probably the way we'll do it here, right? Yeah, this will actually be very simple to do. So yeah, we can take the lava, pump it in here, give it cobblestone, and yeah, that'll work because we've got a cobblestone generator right here. So all we need to do is set up a netherrack generator, set up a magma crucible, and a solidification chamber, and we'll have obsidian for days. That'll work. Yeah, I think that's the way we'll do it. And of course, we need to get all this stuff hooked into our system here too. That's why I did this little area down here. But this isn't going to be nearly big enough, I don't think. So we may have to expand this out, which won't be a big deal. We'll just knock out this wall and just go out that way if we have to. So next episode, I'm going to get the mob stuff ready, but I'm also going to do one other thing, and that is make a jetpack. Since we got the power, we can do the jetpack. We won't be able to wirelessly charge it, but we'll have it. And this is just a bunch of repetitive crafting, really is all it is. You start with the wood jetpack and see you got all these pieces. And then you go to stone, you got to do that one. Then you got to do iron. It's all the same stuff, it's just little different materials. And then you do the gold, and get that one done. Again, same thing, just repetitive. And then the diamond. And then finally the emerald. And that's the one that's the top tier right there. And we need the emerald because if you look at the hover speed on it, it's 0.0. So it's basically like creative flight. In other words, it'll just stay in one spot. All the other ones, if you look at like the diamond, for example, see the hover speed 0.5, you slowly sink down with the other ones. But with the emerald one, you just stay in one spot. And that'll be very, very helpful when we make the mob farm and doing any building whatsoever, because we'll be able to just fly around and do the building on it. And we can take the jetpack and put it in our energy cube here, and that'll charge it up. It's 40 million RF, so it takes a while to charge it up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the jetpack. I'll throw it in there, let it charge up. We're not using power for anything else, so it's not going to hurt anything. And it might take a little bit of power away from our factory over there, but it's we're doing fine on resources right now, so that's really not an issue. I just need to go through and craft all this stuff up. Mechanism does have a hydrogen one jetpack, but it's not. Yes, I don't really like it. So, I mean, it works just fine, but it's not. You can't hover with it. At least I don't think you can. I'm not exactly sure. I've only used it a couple times, and I didn't really care for it when I tried it out. So, yeah, we're going to go with the iron jetpacks. But I'm going to do that off camera. So in the next episode, I'll get all this stuff together and for the mob farm, and I'm going to put it right over there. And then after that, it's kind of we need to get the flex networks going, get that set up. And then after that, we need to do some exploring. We'll have the jetpack. We'll have the flux network set up. We'll be able to do wireless charging, so our jetpack will, no matter where we're at, the jetpack will charge up for us, and that'll be fine. We can go to the Nether, get that taken care of. I need to set up the Nether portal somewhere. We can go to the Nether and visit one of the Nether villages, but we need to get a villager, at least one villager. But I want to grab a bunch of them and bring them back here, because we're going to need to get those fluix crystals in order to start on the refined storage stuff. I think in the meantime, once we get, I was thinking about doing integrated dynamics, but actually I want to get into refined storage anyways. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll have the ender pearls, and we'll be able to do this scanner here, the storage scanner. See, you need ender pearls for this. And this basically is a wireless storage system, it'll hook into basically anything with an inventory. So it'll hook into like, anything that has an inventory. But mainly it'll work it with the modular storage. And if we put it up here for temporarily, actually my plan is right here in the center is where we're going to put the refined storage system, and we'll run a line underneath here and connect to the controller so that all of this will be available in refined storage. But if we set up the storage scanner like here, we'll be able to connect to this controller, and then we'll have access to all of this inventory here, as well as the inventory in the modular storage as well. I think I'm going to do that. That's a real simple setup. Once we get the mob farm in place, we'll have plenty of ender pearls, and we'll be able to do that. And that's going to be a good like temporary solution. Doing integrated dynamics is a little bit involved, and it's not that I kind of wanted to get into it, but I want to do the refined storage because refined storage just has more capabilities to it. Integrated dynamics is really good. You can do tons and tons of automation, but it's very complicated. And honestly, the documentation isn't that good, and it's really difficult to kind of find information on it because not a lot of people use it. And they do have a Discord, and I've asked questions on the Discord. The people there are super nice, and they've been very helpful. But I was planning on using refined storage anyway, so I think that's where we're going to go. I think I'm just going to skip over integrated dynamics on this play, and just go in with refined storage. But we need the flux crystals. We need to be able to set up a little bit of AE2. I don't know why in the mod pack they mix some of the AE2 elements, applied energistic elements, with the refined storage, but the two are kind of mixed together there at the very beginning. So we're going to need to get a villager so we can get flux crystals. We're going to need to, I think we're going to have to upgrade. We need Certus quartz, and I don't think we're generating that right now, are we? I think we're going to have to upgrade our meshes because we're not. Now this is a quartz dust. Yeah, we're going to need Certus quartz because we're going to have to. That's where we get silicon, and we're going to have silicon. How do we get Certus quartz? I know it's in one of the meshes. Where is it? This right here. Sifting. Oh, okay, we can do it with the mana steel. Mana steel and dust will give us, or an amethyst and dust will give us Certus quartz. Okay, well that's not too bad. So we will need to get into a little bit of. Okay, so we could do an inscriber, but I don't think we can get the charged Certus quartz either. Oh, we can buy them from the villagers. Okay, but we're going to need a big supply of that. So, okay, so we are going to have to get into a little bit of Botania. So, okay, so in that case, we'll do the mob farm. We'll get that set up next episode, and then we'll do a little bit of Botania. We'll just get started in Botania. Just set up the mana pool and get a little bit of mana in there going. Get some mana steel. We only need one, and we'll just put it on our dust here. This guy right here. Let's look at that mana steel mesh and see if it gives us any benefit. Oh, we got a zinc mesh. Huh. I didn't know there was a zinc mesh. What did that give us? That's basically... Oh, it's the same as an andesite mesh. Okay. Custom mesh. Mana steel. So crushed in stone will give us ender pearls. Netherrack gives us this. Yeah, we don't need any of that stuff right now, although the inert crystal is definitely good, and force gem is a good one. But the rest of this stuff we don't really need. Certus quartz, we do need that. Nothing new there. We're already getting all of that stuff. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Okay, so we get prismarine and prismarine shard. Okay, so we'll make 2 mana steels. One for the dust and one for the waterlogged. That's the same. And oh, mycelium. I didn't know that. We can get some mushrooms out of that. Oh, that'd be good for making food. And grass. I didn't know you could mesh grass, but I guess you can. Just get a bunch of flowers. I'm not sure the point of that is. Okay, so we'll do 2 of them. We'll do the dust and the waterlog, and that'll give us 2. That'll give us the Certus quartz that we need and prismarine, and I'm sure we can use prismarine for something. So, alrighty. So I've been rambling a long time. Apologize. Just kind of thinking out loud about planning the next steps on this. But we're getting very close to getting our foundation squared away here. So yeah, we're looking really good. The power thing was a big one. Getting that, and as you can see, it's really simple setup. But this is really huge because this really gives us the capability that we need in order to go forward, because we're going to start accumulating a lot of power usage as we go along. So, yeah. Alrighty, so next episode, Mob Farm. I appreciate you watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.